In the dark void of space, beyond the orbit of Neptune, the silence was shattered by the appearance of the alien fleet. Like shadows given form, their ships glided through the cosmos, their intent unmistakable. Earth was under attack. Dr. Judith Lee stared at the holoscreen in disbelief. Reports from Triton had just come in, and they were worse than anticipated. The colony had been obliterated within minutes, leaving no survivors. The alien ships were now on a direct course towards Mars, their trajectory unerring and relentless. The command center of the Solar Federation was a flurry of activity. Strategists barked orders, analysts sifted through data, and military leaders planned counterattacks. But amidst the chaos, a sense of hopelessness loomed. The aliens' technology was decades ahead of anything humanity possessed. Their ships were impervious to the Federation's most advanced weapons, and their tactics were ruthlessly efficient. Judith had been tasked with deciphering any potential weaknesses of the invaders. She and her team pored over data, trying to understand the aliens' physiology, their ship's construction, anything that could give humanity an edge. During one of these sessions, Judith made a breakthrough.
Their ships?
She said, her voice barely above a whisper.
They're not just machines, they're alive.
Her colleagues stared at her, disbelief etched on their faces. But as Judith presented her findings, the pieces began to fit together. The alien vessels exhibited signs of biological processes, regeneration, adaptation, even a form of communication between them. They were a symbiotic fusion of organic and inorganic materials, unlike anything humanity had encountered. As Mars fell to the invaders, the Solar Federation made a desperate decision. A small, elite team, including Judith, would attempt a high-risk mission to board one of the alien ships and plant a virus that could disrupt their biological systems. The mission was dubbed Operation Phoenix. The mission went awry almost immediately. As the team approached the alien ship, they were detected and attacked. Only Judith and a few others managed to breach the ship's hull. Inside, they found a labyrinthine interior, pulsating with a strange, otherworldly energy. They pressed on, planting the virus in what they believed to be the ship's central nervous system. But as they prepared to leave, Judith made a startling discovery. The ship was not a weapon of war, but a vessel of escape. The aliens, once a peaceful race, were fleeing their dying galaxy, seeking refuge in the solar system. Their attacks were not out of malice, but a desperate attempt to secure resources and territory for their survival. Judith's realization came too late. The virus, designed to incapacitate the ships, began to take effect. The alien vessel started to disintegrate, its biological components breaking down. In a frantic bid to save the remaining aliens, Judith made contact with their leader, a being of immense wisdom and sorrow. Through a tenuous telepathic link, she learned of their plight and their hope that humanity would understand their desperation. As the alien leader lay dying, Judith vowed to tell their story. She transmitted the aliens' history and plea for peace back to the Solar Federation. But Earth's leaders, consumed by fear and anger, dismissed her warnings and continued their aggressive stance. In the final battle over Earth, Judith took a bold step. She broadcasted the aliens' message across all frequencies, pleading with humanity to stand down and consider a truce. Her words resonated with millions, sparking protests and calls for peace. The tide of public opinion turned, and the Federation's leaders, facing mounting pressure, agreed to a ceasefire. Judith's actions saved Earth from annihilation, but the cost was high. The aliens, decimated by the virus and the Federation's attacks, were left with only a handful of survivors. They were granted asylum on Earth, their story a sobering reminder of the consequences of fear and misunderstanding. In the aftermath, humanity began to rebuild, not just its colonies, but its approach to the unknown. In the vast expanse of space, the echoes of the solar siege lingered, a testament to the fragile balance between survival and destruction.